And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day.
Finally, we get to play underwater basketball in an underwater arena.
Told you guys about that one? That's a secret. We weren't supposed to leak that one yet.
Finally, we get to play underwater basketball in an underwater arena.
Told you guys.
Arena.
Told you guys about that one? That's a secret. We weren't supposed to leak that one yet.
You and I know there was no underwater park in 2K17. So what the sellouts like to call an Easter egg.
We've already changed the game. We made the story real and the journey epic.
I bring you the president of hoops.
Oh, the president of hoops. Good to meet you.
We let you start your own legend and test yourself against the world.
Fresh squeezed orange, orange juice.
NBA 2K has already transformed sports gaming, but now we're doing it on a whole new level. Because this year, you don't just play the game, you live it. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Curse sign, the two fingers extended. This way, spread apart for sort of shotgun blast, you know.
I always
all over.
figured if I ever met the
to-
devil again.
Hey guys, wanted to give you a quick look today at all of your options for historic domination. Now I promised this video and I'm here to deliver. All this video is a look at the 6 players that you can get once you beat historic domination or once you beat blacktop, and or there's options to beat my team online and get a crack at this board. This board gives you an opportunity to pick one of 6 diamond players, and a lot of people at the 6 players that you Or 2K TV lineups. During the My Team feedback segment, you guys mentioned that you love dynamic duos. So that's going to be our focus today in fixing up lineups. Duos are definitely a great way to boost your team without having to pay a bunch of MT to get a better player. So, my guy, Ryan, has submitted a lineup today. Bigger boost.
Very afraid.
There are 196 countries in the world today, and virtually none of them have purple on their national flag. Throughout history, purple was never used to represent a kingdom, civilization, or empire. So what's wrong with purple? The color purple has been associated with royalty, power, and wealth for centuries. In fact, Queen Elizabeth I forbade anyone except close members of the royal family to wear it. Purple's elite status stems from the rare...
Now the reason you basically see royalty or the so-called elite have power over the television stations, the radio stations, because basically technology is magic. Technology wasn't invented by a human per se. Technology comes from the fallen angels. Basically, someone stepped in a pentagram, got possessed like you see in the movies, and once they were possessed, they wrote down the formulas for the technology we have today, such as iPhones, computers, etc. A human being wouldn't have the capabilities to come up with such things. This is magic. This is technology. This is what they talk about. This came from demon possession, which the elite invented and talked to the fallen angels with, and that's how we got the technology we got today. And the reason we have this technology, TV, radios, iPhones, is for massive mind control, to have a large amount of society believing the same thing. This is why we have our cell phones and our TVs, basically to push us away from the Bible. So technology was invented yet again by someone getting possessed and basically writing down the formula on how to make TVs and radios and cell phones on a piece of paper. This is how we got the technology today.
Time ago, the wire services and newspapers carried a story out of San Francisco describing the first satanic wedding ceremony ever performed. The pictures showed a nude woman lying on the altar behind the guest, whom you see now, the Reverend Anton Szandor LaVey, who is the founder and high priest of the First Church of Satan. Anton Szandor LaVey uses as somewhat of a credo this timeless quote.
The devil that had dirty fingernails. Go on.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Where?
Dirty fingernails.
Well, that's because I've been fooling around with your equipment.
Never mind. Don't blame it on the street. Go on with it.
All right.
So that's the sign of the horn.
And what is heaven? Heaven's basically a new dome. When it said the earth will be destroyed, that means the people that don't make it will be left here, and they will be turned into like a troll or a goblin and basically live inside a volcano for hundreds of years. That is hell. Heaven is what is called New Jerusalem, which will be basically, if you've seen Tomorrowland and Disney, it'll be one giant city where everybody lives in peace. So that is the heaven they talk about in the Bible, where Jesus will reign for 1,000 years. And it's called New Jerusalem. It will be a new dome that you will be moved to on Judgment Day. And Judgment Day, every person that ever lived will be judged in one day. People that have passed, they are sleeping right now. That's why they say, oh, you know, people turning over in their graves. That heaven that we go to does not exist yet. It's the kingdom of God. But the heaven they talk about in the Bible, people be moved to, the faithful does not exist yet. So people that are passed are still sleeping. I don't know a lot about cremation, but I wouldn't do it. You know, personally, I wouldn't do it. I haven't really found anything about that yet. And there's this thing about the rapture. People that are living during the time of tribulations will not die and then go to heaven. Then they will not die. They will live here till something happens, and then they will be moved. That's what the rapture means. You're not gonna like, oh, I'm a good person, he's gonna take me away as soon as it happens. No, you have to live your life here, and then you'll be taken away. So that I don't know why there's a big misunderstanding about it, but that's what's gonna happen. Good people will not be sucked away during the time of tribulations. They will live through it. And then when your time comes, you will be moved into the new dome, basically. So yeah, so like it says before, multiple times, few will make it. Few, for my research, is 3 to 5%. And I've seen as high as 7%. So that's what I can research.